Good evening. My name is Seth Hakizimana. I'm a math tutor for Hakiz Intense Math Tutoring and also Vivid Math and Science. I'm excited today to be sharing with you what I called a message of hope for COVID-19 class. Let me share with you some slides about my experience as a teacher that has given me an authority to actually give a message of hope to COVID-19 class. Part of my experience, I have been able to break down most of the rules of education and come up with a way of supporting learners in an unusual way. A typical example, I have an experience of teaching mathematics to a child for 8 to 9 hours, whereby if a child have missed maybe a 5 months work for mathematics, I'm in a position to bring that child up to date within 3 to 5 days. So in short, I'm able to provide an intense learning, and the child within a short period of time is able to catch up. Let me share with you my slides. Okay. Yeah, here it is. So I hope you are able to see my slides down here. Now this is let me bring my pen. Okay. I change my color. Yes. So if you have got a child that have lost interest in mathematics, have lost love for mathematics, this is my number. You can call. So over more than 10 years, I have managed to break down all the rules of education. A typical example, you'll be told that for a child to be assisted, you need to be in small classes. And this is a work I did in 2010, that is a decade ago, where I was calling first year biology students on a voluntary basis, sometimes on the weekend and in the evening. And I could have as many as 300 students in a venue. And in that, while a lecture take 45 minutes, and sometimes students are sleeping with those 45 minutes, I could have a lesson for 3 hours, and some of the students could remain behind for 2 more hours just discussing. So in this, actually, I could change the behavior of a learner rather than saying, give me, feed me. The learner themselves, they become like teachers and they teach each other. And what I enjoyed the most is the chaos in the venue where 300 students are speaking at the same time. In 2014, I had to go and test my ideas in the high school setting. Surely any teacher will say, in a class like this, you see a chaos. This was a mathematics classroom. Most of these students you are able to see here, they are now currently at the university. They are utilizing those skills they have learned to be able to cope with their studies. This is a mathematics class. This class was grade 9 in 2016, I think. 2015. They have actually just completed their matric. I think now they are in the university. So now these are some of the experience. So from the beginning, I was able to break the rules of education. And now when disruption came, I'm in a better position to be able to cope with the disruption of the chaos. Let me bring in my next slides. My next slides. What is my next slides? Yes. Yes. This was a heading of my talk. I gave it to a conference for AMISA at Mangusutu, University of Technology in 2017, where I shared with the audience how having a classroom that empower learners actually make learners be able to do well in mathematics. And not only for the learners, what you see here on this slide, let me remove my previous writing. What you see in these slides here, these are teachers. These are teachers with a vast experience, but when they come together and you make the setting entertaining, the setting conducive for learning, they start seeing the concepts in a different way. So these were the grade 8 and grade 9 math teachers who were discussing concepts that are very difficult for the kids to grasp in a classroom. As I was a cluster coordinator, and I was facilitating this workshop for mathematics teachers. Yeah, I go to the next slides. So all these experience have empowered me to be able to assist a child who's struggling with mathematics. Here I was working on a voluntary basis actually, but the experience I gained was so amazing. You are able to see me here, that is me, this side, and this is me, this side. This is a picture taken in 2009, 2010, I think 2010. This was the Dean of Students who admired the work I was doing, and then he came to say thank you to my students. Now here, this is where the students are empowering themselves. They come up with those difficult concepts, they go on board, talking to themselves, bringing out where the difficulties are, and then their friends, their colleagues are in a better position to help them. And this, I think this one was one of the lecturer who was also attending on the weekend just to come and see how the students are enjoying doing biology. So all of these have empowered me to be able to share with the students the experience that they rarely find in a classroom settings. In my classroom, there is a chaos, there is enjoyment, there is participation. Yes, this work has been published in a peer-reviewed research article, and one would be able to go and see it. It is one of the most viewed studies, and it was a part of the work of academic support within University of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, this is what happened in my classroom. There are many education theories supporting my work, and my work is in line with education theories. Now, that's how my classroom looks like. It's a chaos, is a place of learning, is a place where the children feel, yes, we are empowered, we can do mathematics. If you thought mathematics is a boring subject, that is not true. When you create a good environment, learners are able to pick up. I have had my learners getting better results in mathematics more than they would get in life orientation, which is viewed as an easy topic. Yes, all of this, it's the way my class have been looking from Monday to Friday, even on the weekend. But what I want to talk about most is that with my approach to teaching, I'm able to move a child from 10% retention that a child would have if a child is reading on his own, or 26% of retention if maybe a child is sitting listening to a teacher, or 30% of retention in case a teacher is very creative, able to use pictures and other visual material for the child to be able to see. Now, my learners, because I involve them, I'm able to move from all of these lower retention rate to the higher retention rate of, for example, 70%. If a child is involved in talking, so a child has an idea about a concept, or he's stuck on a concept, he goes and speak out. By speaking out, is able to start retaining more information. And now, if a child now is lucky to have an idea, now is able to use the peer to practice on that idea, hence enhancing the retention. Now, as you can see, they are pointing out their understanding. They are able to explain what they see. So they are doing something, they are saying something, they are explaining. So they are logical, their understanding is very much improving, where they move from that lower retention of 10% to 90%, as they're able to explain it to others. So this has been the experience. And I have seen the learners really loving mathematics, enjoying mathematics. Like one of my recent graduates got a distinctions in physics and mathematics, and yet got a level 5 in life orientation, which was really amazing. So now, if you are a parent sitting somewhere watching me, and you have got your child, your son or your daughter is struggling in mathematics, or maybe has not been able to cope with the work, as recently reviewed by the basic education, where they expect a high number of learners not coming back to write their exam because of fear of failure. And mathematics has been a subject of major concern. You can take my number, contact me, send your child. You don't even have to send, because I'm able to work fully online. I will help your child in the comfort of your house where is he sitting. I can be able to help a child within 3 days, 5 days, and the child will be ready to write on any topic of grade 12 mathematics. So I'll bring back my number, and I'll be able to empower your daughter, your son, and I will be able to make them ready for mathematics exam. So now my number is 073 947 9847. So from my experience, I am able to bring a message of hope to COVID-19 class. Does not necessarily mean that your child have to be in grade 12. Even if your child is in grade 8, is in grade 7, is in grade 11, is in grade 10, especially those which has been badly hit by the COVID-19, as they could not able to go to class. I am still able to help your children. I have had a great success. I do tutor learners from prestigious schools around Pietermaritzburg. I have had learners from Mike House, is one of a prestigious school in Pietermaritzburg. I do have learners from Epworth. I do have learners from Girls High, from Marisburg College. I have had learners from rural schools as far as Ikopo, Mariatal, Ikopo High, Sinevuso. So I have assisted many learners, those from rural school and those from urban school, those from poor family and those from rich family. I do have experience of helping your child. So if your child is struggling for mathematics, he has lost the interest in mathematics, bring that child. I do have some parents, I have met some children who say, oh, my child have lost the concentration, cannot sit for many hours of mathematics. I do start probably with 3 hours, move to 4 hours, 5 hours. By the time a child sits for 8 hours, no break, doing mathematics, then you know the love of mathematics have come back. So do not hesitate to contact me, and I'll be able to bring back the love of mathematics into your child. Thank you so much, and I'll be waiting to hear from you soon. Thank you.